So another concert film. There was one last year from Quebec, Magnétique. You guys are all over these movies.
Well, thank you. Yeah. It's a Canadian thing, I think. No, I would like to. Yeah, we would call those probably more videos if we were to sort of define them. Those are sort of just concert videos.
So what is this then?
Well, this is a film, obviously for cinema, and I can certainly tell you that the budget's quite different. Obviously we've never done anything at this level. This has been close to 3 years of our lives, and if this movie is well received, in a few weeks we may actually get our houses back so we can move back into them and continue our regular lives. So we're excited about that. So this is a whole different level of, it's an idea that's actually been lingering for about 15 years since IMAX came to us in the late 90s and talked about maybe doing an IMAX sort of a special content thing. But, it's, whether it's videos or whether it's film, some kind of monster or whatever, we love the medium. And I think increasingly for Metallica, there are just so many avenues for us to communicate with our fans, and I think even more importantly, just for us to create different things. So Lou Reed calls, or let's stage our own festivals, or let's make movies, or Quebec videos, or whatever. There's just so many different ways of avoiding to go into the studio and make another record. There's so many different. That came out wrong. Yeah. There are so many different ways of communicating to our fans. That's what I meant to say.
Right. And how come he was the right communicator? What drew you to the project, actually?
Yeah, no, I had a bunch of compromising photos of the band, so it worked out pretty well.
That's the best way to get a job, yeah. Speaking of, Dane DeHaan is like the TIFF guy this year. You saw him early.
Yeah, no, we were when we saw him through casting, it was an obvious choice, and from the moment he appeared, we were kind of, God, it would be great to get him. He would be perfect for this film, and I know Lars and the band were fans of his, and I certainly was as well, and he's an awesome guy. Talent at this stage you would think is given, but he's also just a super, super nice, just clean soul. I like him a lot.
I tell you, this is the first couple cuts that we saw of this a year ago. It was, so what do you think? More of you guys know, more of Dane. Put more of Dane in and take the band out. And this may be the first movie that's ever been made where every single shot of Dane is actually used. There's nothing for any.
There's no extra footage.
And we actually we wrestled him away from some spider thing, some movie that he was doing, some low budget thing that he was doing about a Spider-Man guy on the building or something. And
Spider-Man.
We got him for some reshoots a couple of months ago for some more footage of Dane.
Yeah, they needed some additional footage. So.
Does a set list for a film like this work more like sequencing a record or sequencing like a set list for a live show?
We tried to stay faithful. To the band set list, they put a lot of energy into figuring out what they want to play and how, and we wanted to stay as faithful to that as we could. But at the same time, the band was very open and collaborative, and it was always what's best for the movie, And it's a rare thing to get that from an entity that's actually financing the film. What's best for the movie. So,
were there any songs that you were like, this one needs to be in the movie? I need to cut this.
Well, it was
cut. Edit,
it was already
out of the film.
A pretty impressive list of songs, and all my favorites were present at least, and I'm sure a lot of the fans are going to be happy with the set list too.
Are there songs that need to be, or not need to be, but are there songs that get played that end up in the set every night?
Well, we pride ourselves in the fact that we haven't played the same set list actually the only time we played the same set list is for the movie shoot. Other than that, we haven't played the same set list twice in over 10 years. We have about 70 songs that we more or less can play every night. So I put a different set list together every night for whatever city we're in and what we played when we were there last time. Obviously, there are a few what's called the toe-tapping favorites.
So that's what you guys call them?
Well, that's what our production manager calls them. And so obviously Sandman and Puppets and one or two others sort of make it in pretty much every night, except in China, but that's a different conversation. And so, the biggest thing here was try to sequence them. So I had to sort of sequence them in the best way for the concert, And then, when it was time to sort of edit it together, then, things got moved around and stuff like that, which is totally cool because whichever was best for the film. But there are 3 or 4 songs that are in pretty much every night, yeah.
Cool. I gotta let you guys go. So we do something called 5 questions. 5 quick questions, 1-word answers. Road or studio?
Both.
Film or digital?
Film.
The same one to both you, Lennon or McCartney?
Ringo.
Oasis.
Zeppelin or Sabbath?
Sabbath.
Zeppelin.
I don't know how this is possible, but if someone has never heard of Metallica, what song do they start with?
I like to start with Carpe Diem Baby from Reload.
I love Reload.
I love Reload.
Yeah.
It doesn't get enough love, and I'm on a mission.
I feel like Load and Reload are
Yeah.
don't get enough recognition. Anyway, how about for you?
I love Battery.
Cool. In 1 word, Metallica.
Cool.
Freedom.